Hello, hello. Good morning, or good afternoon, or maybe even good evening, depending on where you're catching us, whether live or on the replay. Thank you so much for joining for Mindfulness Monday. And just a reminder that we do this every single Monday. I think the last one that I skipped was because I was doing a live on something else. So just know if you're new to this group or aren't familiar, we go live every Monday, either at 11 or 11:30. I've been pretty consistently showing up at 11:30 for a Mindfulness Monday practice. So very excited to be here, very excited for a new week, and I'm excited that you're joining us. So whether you're catching us live or the replay, share with us in the comments and let us know. And just a little quick reminder as to why we're doing these practices. Mindfulness is so incredibly important if you're wanting to cultivate more relaxation in your mind and body, to de-stress, to get grounded and center into the present moment. It's really helpful when we're experiencing challenging emotions or perhaps a stressful day, but really the art of practicing mindfulness on a regular basis can help with these things in a more automatic way, meaning that if you set the intention to practice mindfulness on a day-to-day basis, when things come up that are stressful or challenging, then you'll have these tools to help you navigate those challenging or stressful or challenging situations that you might be going through in a more automatic way versus feeling so frantic because you're unsure of what to do with the energy or whatever you're experiencing in that present moment. So I invite you that if this practice feels good to you and resonates with you, that you set the intention to practice regularly. I would say do it daily, even if it's just 2 minutes that you're focusing on your breath, or 5 minutes where you're, bringing your attention to the present moment. Whatever the practice may look like, there's many different ways that you can practice mindfulness, and it's really just by bringing yourself into the present moment and being more aware of the present moment. Even if you're typing out an email, noticing your hands as they're typing out the email, really being clear and paying attention if someone's speaking to you, you know, noticing sensations around the body, anything that can help bring you back to the present moment and not stuck in thought and not externally focused, then you're practicing mindfulness. So, just a little bit of a tip for you if you weren't sure or hadn't heard that before. Hey, Mom. So, good morning. Welcome, welcome. All right, so just go ahead and get yourself set up for this practice. You can do this lying down, you can do this seated, whatever feels more comfortable for you. All we're really going to do today is focus on our breathing, and then we're going to cultivate gratitude. So, very simple practice, doesn't require a lot of energy or even too much thought. So, I've even got a blanket on me because I'm feeling a little cold this morning. So, just make sure that you're comfortable in whatever position that you're laying or sitting in. So, and go ahead and if you're ready, whenever you're ready, go ahead and close the eyes. And if closing the eyes is not feasible for you right now, maybe you can just gently gaze your eyes looking down, whatever feels better for you. And before we change anything, I just want you to pay attention to this present moment in your body. Connect with your body here. Notice anything that might stand out. Like for a second, I noticed that my lips were dry. Again, not something that we're judging. We're just noticing what's present as you turn inward. So, what is present for you in this moment? You don't have to write it down, you don't have to think about it too deeply. Just what is the first thing that comes up when you bring attention to your body? Maybe it's you notice yourself breathing. Maybe you notice your heart beating. Perhaps you notice the temperature that you experience. Maybe you're cold, or maybe you're hot, or maybe you feel neutral and nice and warm, comfortable. Just notice whatever's present for you. It's going to be different for everyone. Let's make a mental note. of I feel blank or I notice blank, whatever that is. Make a mental note of it. Like again, for example, I noticed a little bit of sniffling in my nose, felt the need to, you know, address that. So whatever you notice here is perfectly fine. And then really bring your attention now to your breath. Without changing or shifting your breath, just noticing it rise and fall through both nostrils. Noticing perhaps the quality of your breath. Do you notice yourself breathing really quickly? Or do you notice your breath slowing down just simply by bringing your attention to it? And then we'll go ahead and expand the breath. So as you breathe in, see if you can fill your belly, your ribs, your chest, all the way up to your collarbones with breath. And as you exhale, allow that to soften slowly. Inhale, filling your torso with breath. Exhaling it out. Continuing to breathe in this way where you're really expanding the front side of your torso with breath. And then see if you can gently start to slow down your exhalation. Trying to do what you can to breathe in and out through your nose. However, if you feel any constriction or allergies or blocking, around your nose, then feel free to breathe in and out through the mouth. Perhaps notice if one side of your nostrils feels different from the other side. Does one side feel stronger than the other side? Again, not to judge, just to notice and bring mindfulness into the practice, into your breath. Like, for example, for me, my left side feels a little more constricted than my right. I'm still able to breathe fully, but again, just something to create awareness on. What is the temperature that you notice your breath as you breathe in? Does it feel cold or warm on your breath in? Especially in comparison to your out breath. Does your in breath feel cooler than your out breath? Does your out breath feel warmer than your in breath? Typically, the in breath is going to feel a little cooler than your out breath, and your out breath is going to feel a little warmer than your in breath. If you notice something differently, that's totally fine. This is just what's normally present here. And at the same time, notice if anything in your body wants to tense up, such as your hands, your jaw, your shoulders, or any other muscle. Is there anything wanting to tighten or constrict here as you focus on your breathing? And if you notice anything tense up, can you offer softness and invite a letting go of these parts that are wanting to tense up, rather than getting caught up on why it's tensing up in the first place? Can you offer that sense of softness and ease to the body and to any parts that are wanting to tense up? Continuing to breathe. Bring in 3 more breaths in this way. Beautiful job. And now let go of your intentional breathing. Just allow your breath to return to its normal rhythm where you're not forcing it neither way. Notice your body breathing itself. And then I want you to bring your attention to your heart center. So, not so much your physical heart, but the center of your chest. And you're welcome to bring one hand or both hands onto the top of your heart chakra, your heart, the center of your heart space, your energetic heart. And I want you to feel a sense of gratitude. Feel thankful. And the way you can cultivate gratitude is perhaps just by thinking of something or someone you love so deeply, very much. And notice your heart space getting bigger. Perhaps you even feel your heart beating a little bit more deeply. Feeling the gift of gratitude. And then perhaps mentally think to yourself of 3 different things that you're thankful for. And they can be simple things such as, I'm grateful to be present and breathing. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for this day, for a new day. I'm grateful for showing up for myself today. Whatever 3 things you can think of, call them in mentally now of 3 things you're grateful for. And then give thanks for cultivating gratitude, for showing up for yourself today. And maybe even set the intention that you'll come back to this practice throughout the day or at least once a day throughout this week, where you will take a few moments to just practice breathing, bringing in a sense of ease and effortlessness to your mind and body, and cultivating gratitude. And whenever you're ready, you can gently start to wiggle the fingers of your hands and your toes, just bringing attention back into the body, slowly moving. Gently start to flutter the eyes back open, and welcome back. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments, whether you caught us live or the replay. How did this feel for you? We did roughly about 10 to 12 minutes. Can't remember exactly when we started, but it wasn't a long practice. And the cool thing is that once you get yourself in this place, it's easier to do a little bit of a longer practice. But it takes setting the intention of, hey, I'm going to practice breathing for 1 or 2 minutes, or I'm going to, you know, sit here and do nothing for 5 minutes and just focus on my breathing, on my body, on what I notice, on what comes up. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, mindfulness is just a really beautiful way of bringing your attention back to the present moment and can help you with coping with challenging or stressful situations or challenging or stressful emotions. And just the simple act of coming back to mindfulness, coming back to the present moment on the regular basis will make this a little bit more effortless, um, and something that you just automatically practice and do. But it does take some consistency and some effort in the beginning in order to really start to notice how you can call upon these practices on a more automatic or quick basis. So I'd love to hear from you. Share with us in the comments how this felt. You're welcome to share what you found as far as gratitude was for you, and anything else that might have come up for you in this practice that you may have noticed would be great to learn. Felt so good to take this time to relax and get in touch with myself and check how I'm feeling. And another time to be grateful, which we need to be, yeah, we need to be grateful more often. Yeah, the more we can cultivate a sense of gratitude, the more we're rewiring our brain to focus on the good things in life rather than if we're constantly focusing on the negative things in life. And, law of attraction says that you know, attracts like. So the more that you focus on the negative things, the more you're ultimately attracting more negative things. And so the more you practice gratitude, you'll be attracting more good and gratitude into your life. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you found this to be useful. Would love to hear from you in the comments, and I will see you later on in the week. Sending so much love, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining.